Hello, amazing people. Follow me on a chocolate cake date with my friend. So I got some chocolate cake ingredients and I decided to go and greet my baby girl at home, and it was amazing. Like, you could see from her face how excited it was. She has a background in cooking. She's a chef like I am. So it was so smooth trying to bake with her. While I'm moving this, she's moving that. While she's mixing this, I'm sieving that. So it was a very, very beautiful thing. I really think you guys should try baking dates with your spouse or your friends or anybody. So at this point, we're just giggling and laughing. So I whisked just 2 eggs out of all the eggs we were going to use to make sure the batter is as fluffy as possible. And you could see while she was mixing, I was measuring and doing the powder. Now I measured the cocoa powder separately because I wanted to melt it with hot water. That's what this recipe is about. Now, if you want to make any baking recipe, I'm just going to give you a tip. You're not a baker, you just want something for home. Make every ingredient of cake equal. 500 grams flour to 500 grams butter to 500 grams sugar to 500 grams egg. Then your cake is going to be fluffy and beautiful. The same process. This is old school mix because lately it is oil based cake and everybody is fascinated by it. But I love this chocolate goodness. It has its old fluffiness to it, and it's sponge like, so it could accept any syrup or any garnish you add on it. So at this point, we already melted our cocoa powder. We added a little browning to make it that dark chocolate vibe, and then we used pure cocoa, so it was extremely beautiful. So we added it to the pan, and then we or at this point we already switched on our oven, because one of the most amazing parts about making cake is preheating your oven. It makes it bake faster, and this is the first time I was trying silicone pan or silicone baking sheet. I was excited. I didn't know how fast it was going to bake until we started. It really baked extremely fast than the regular pan, so I'm watching out for that. Anyway, this was us putting it in the oven. You can tell my baby is always she's so into it. So we started our icing at this point. So we melted our butter, because this is the type of frosting I've not tried before, but we watched the video together. So we melted our butter, we added in our cocoa powder, and then we stirred well. So we now started alternating the icing sugar and then milk that we mix with water. Now, if you want your frosting to be thick, reduce the amount of milk you're going to be mixing with water in this. But if you don't mind it very sloppy and drippy like we wanted it, then you can just add almost the same quantity. So you alternate until your icing sugar is finished, and then you finish your garnish. And at this point, most of our cakes were almost ready, so we just wanted to make sure we were prepping well. The beautiful thing about being friends with someone that is playful like you is you guys get to do everything together. So this is the first set of cupcake that was ready. While we were waiting for the cake to cool before we decorated, we both went to perform ablution and pray. And while we were praying, the cake was cooling down. So immediately after we finished praying, our sponge chocolate cake was ready. Look how drippy that ganache was. Like, it was amazing. Like, I wish you guys could taste this. Was so nice. So eventually I cut the cakes into different layers because I wanted to put chocolate garnish on each layer. So on me trying to do that, see, the cake broke, and I don't know, I just made sure I didn't give up at that time. So after I made sure I patch it up, I now turned it over, so the other side was still nice, thankfully. So we now added the last batch of chocolate ganache on it, and then this is what it looks like. So this is the thicker version we did because we wanted to pipe out some things. There was no nozzle, so we just cut out our piping bag and just roll some things over. We also had some cake sprinkle, sprinkle, so we added it to it for garnish, and then some chocolate wafers. It was extremely yummy, guys. Like, if you see the way everybody was sitting in the place. So this particular cake is something I wanted to take home, but I know if I decorate it from my friend's place, by the time I pack it and get home, all the decoration would already be gone. So I took some home and then I garnished them myself. This is what it looks like in a plate. This is what it looks like outside in the sun. It was fascinating. The experience, it has been a while me enjoying this, and I really do. So the next thing we did was our coffee latte. Now this was chocolate, sorry. So the first thing you want to do for your chocolate is you mix your milk by the side. You can see she's mixing the milk and mixing the chocolate part. So for the syrup, we're going to add like 2 spoon of cocoa powder into an empty cup, and then you cook your coffee on fire, and then you pour it in. Now you make sure you mix this well, and make sure you add sugar and taste. So you add in your milk into a cup before you now add in the already melted hot cocoa and coffee. So you're just going to sprinkle a little bit of those syrup we used on cake on it, and then you just have your chocolate. Like, this was amazing. It was homemade, but it was extremely yummy. I asked her to taste. Here, can you see her face? I asked her for a review. She just kept gulping. She did not even say anything. Oh my god. So this was what each slices look like outside, and this was the coffee latte we made. Sorry, the chocolate. So we made sure we did not do chocolate for the kids at home because caffeine is not for them. So we were careful, and this is her enjoying it. I feel good. So this is the cake I made after I got home to decorate for everyone at home, and you can see my baby at home to enjoy it. Do you know that after baking all this cake, I did not even eat as much? Like, I was just, you know, that feeling when you finish cooking something and the excitement was so much that you don't even feel like eating it again. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe. Bye guys.